Hello everyone, Linda here from the Scented Dove. I'm just showing this video because Renee asked me to show the colour of the Alkanet that I did. I soaked this yesterday. It's hot process, and I used Alkanet root powder just the same way that I did the Annato seeds. I infused it in olive oil. Used part of my olive oil that was in the recipe, and this is the colour that it came out. I hope you can see that. A nice deep blacky purple, blacky bluey purple. So I scented this, or fragranced this, with black raspberry and vanilla, and it is just gorgeous. I really love it. I have trimmed it down, and you can see that it's been trimmed. There's a few bits of soap still sticking to it, but it's really lovely. I'm very pleased with the colour. When I infused the oil, it was a really bright purpley red. There's a bit with a dot on it, and I thought black raspberry and vanilla, that's what I'm going to do it, and so that's why I chose that fragrance. Oh, it smells gorgeous, and it's turned out really nice. Now, I did this with palm oil, olive oil and coconut oil, and I did super fat it with cocoa butter. So it's the same recipe that I used the other day for the supermarket ingredients, only I used the palm oil version. And if you're going to do that, I stress to you, you must use a soap calculator to calculate your lye and your water, because it did change, using the palm oil over the tallow changed that configuration. So you must, every time you do a recipe, you should put it through the calculator. So that's the Alkanet powder, and I had left over some of the mixture, which I put into some little cupcake molds, and so I've got some little cupcakes, and they turned out really nice. Now, this is hot process. It's not cold process. I have had to trim them up, but you can see it's still really nice consistency, and for hot process. And these are the ones I did the other day with the Annato seeds. I put cornflowers on top. I did the same with them. What I had left over, I put in my cupcake molds. And these are the bars. I've wrapped them, and that's how they're going to go to the market this weekend, with the cornflowers on the top. I've done a shrink wrap and put a band around and done my labels. Very simple, nothing complicated, just and this is the eucalyptus and peppermint hot process. These are all hot process. Peppermint leaves on the top, that's my band. Ingredients on the back, shrink wrap. Very simple to do. And this one is Four Thieves blend. That's a square cut bar. I did trim that because that was a little bit ugly on the edges, so it ended up being square. So I've got my box here for my market with my hot process soaps. I've got underneath my cold process. I'll take you over here. I've just cut, along with that hot process one, I just cut this. I did a cold process black raspberry and vanilla along with the hot process, and this is the cold process version. And I used an oxide to colour this one. I mixed it up in castor oil, the oxide, and that's how it came out in the soap. Just did a drop swirl in the loaf, in the mould. Didn't fiddle with it, just dropped it in and let it settle where it wanted to. So that's that one. I haven't trimmed yet. That's the cold process, and then this is the hot process. That's how that looks. So 2 different processes, you get 2 different looks, but still has the same ingredients and the same, it's the same soap. It is still soap, and I do love hot process. You can use it straight away, and it is a nice bar of soap. Okay, so that's for Renee. I think it's Renee who asked me to show her the Alkanet root colour. That's what I got. Now I used 2 teaspoons of Alkanet infused in a cup of olive oil, which I took out of my recipe. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the videos. I've really enjoyed making them, making the hot process, getting back to my first days of soaping. But I've really enjoyed it, and I'll continue to do the both processes. They both have their wonderful aspects. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.